What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Stacy, and I'm back with another one. Hey, though, man, so check me out, baby. So listen, if you haven't been living under a rock, then you know that Coming to America has dropped this past Friday, I believe. I watched it at like 10:30 on a Thursday night, but it dropped on Amazon Prime, the sequel to the classic movie Coming to America, when Prince Akeem comes from the land of Zamunda, the kingdom of Zamunda, come over here to America to find his princess. I would say the princess, but unfortunately, since then, it's been receiving so many mixed reviews. I will tell you how I feel about the movie, but first, let's get into a little bit what's going on in social media. Check me out, though. If you're new to my channel, please make sure you subscribe right now. If you're new, I said subscribe right now. If you're new to my channel, like this video, comment as well, and make sure you ring the bell to join the game. But let's get into it. So, man, it's been so many mixed reviews, and I must say, I'm not surprised. First thing first, let's acknowledge the beautiful ladies that was like thrown on the screen for us. You know, you got the beautiful Tiana Taylor came on the screen looking like she should, like she always should, looking beautiful as hell, body on point. So we gotta acknowledge that. Keeping it tight, keeping it right, you feel me? Also, another baddie that was on the screen, so showcase for like the first time I ever seen her was Nozomo Mbata. I think that's how you say her name. All my people that's over there in the motherland, please don't kill me in the comment section. Just help a brother out and inform me. And now, you know, the young beautiful queen, Eddie Murphy's daughter, was looking amazing in the video, in the movie as well. And Kiki Lane, the soon to be, well, let me not tell y'all the story. But Kiki Lane was also looking amazing, also playing one of Prince Akeem's daughter in the movie. I don't want to tell y'all too much about the movie and ruin it for anyone that hasn't watched it yet, but just to give you just a quick synopsis of what's going to happen, just without telling you too much. Prince Akeem, to his knowledge, only has daughters, and he needs to have someone to take over the throne after him. And lo and behold, his old boy let him know that he got a son over in America, so that's his reason to come to America again. Alright, that's it right there. So now let's get into the critiques. Most of the critiques about the movie is that it's too predictable. And I must say, that's just tough to deal with, because there's nothing under the sun that hasn't been done yet in Hollywood at all. So it's kind of tough to deal with when it comes to that critique. It just is what it is. But the way you can overcome that, it's just comedy. And that right there, straight up, what this movie lacked there, that's where it dropped the ball. It did not have enough comedy. But there were people that did enjoy the movie. There's a lot of good reviews about it, but I must say, I understand those people that did enjoy this movie because it did give a nostalgic feeling, because you've seen a lot of recalls or callbacks to the first film that made you say, oh, I remember that. Oh, that person's still alive. That's great to see. Or they look good at that age. They look amazing. So those things right there did hit when you needed to scratch that itch. It scratched that itch when it came to that. And this person right here took his opportunity to let everyone know that he's better than everyone, and he thinks so much profoundly, and he thinks so much smarter, and he sees what we need as people, and everyone that doesn't like this movie, you must feel this way. So we can go ahead and read this Facebook post, and it's kind of wild. Let's get into it. So this post comes from Demetrius Malone. Before I even read this post, this is not a shot at him as a person. This is a shot at his take of the situation. Now, when we critique people on social media, I hate when people say one thing and they use that to determine their character. That's not what I'm doing right here. I just disagree with his take on this, so we're going to read this, and you may agree with this, so let me know in the comment section if you agree with this take, alright? So, Demetrius Malone says, the Coming to America they wanted to see. 1. Akeem knowingly walked away from his son. 2. Lisa and Mary fighting instead of being friends. 3. Lavelle selling dope instead of game tickets. 4. A new light-skinned person to the rescue. 5. Mika chasing a man instead of chasing her purpose. She trained her whole life to be a queen, not some man's queen. Akeem having it all together and figure it out. 7. Lisa's thought and sister still running around and causing chaos. 8. Lavelle rejecting Akeem. 9. Lavelle at least sleeps with Bopoto Izzy because she's sexy. She was sexy though, bro. Like we that would have been cool. That would have added some more realistic shit to the story. You know, he could have, you know, really it could have been better. It could have been, but that kind of a good idea. But 10. Akeem kills General Izzy because it's impossible to make peace with an enemy. Okay. He goes deeper into this. Some of you need to say what you mean. It wasn't ratchet enough for you. You might have missed the quality of the movie because you missed the fact that you were watching a story of emotionally grounded people. Some of you watched only to laugh, not think, consider, understand, or grow. So if you didn't slap your knee laughing, you wrote off the movie as trash because you have no further dimensions. I commend Eddie Murphy for not reducing the brand of his franchise to fit the ratchet and ridiculous representation of blacks we see in media today. Job well done. This depiction of black excellence served my soul well. You don't have to give it 2 thumbs up just because it's black produced, but don't give it 2 thumbs down just because it's black produced either. In life, it's never the fact that you dislike something or someone, it's how you dislike that reveals your character. Homie, you're being condescending. You're being condescending. And that is never the way to spread your word. First of all, you're assuming. You're making assumptions based on just people just not liking the movie. Everyone doesn't have to like it. It's okay. It's a movie. When artists create something, they put it out to the world. It's not theirs no more. It's on the people to decide if they want to have it and have it as their own and keep it as their own thing. You feel me? And everyone does not have to like it. That's just what happens. And just because it's a black person doesn't all that stuff like that. Do you work for the company? Do you work for the production company that made this movie? Because that was some type of shit that you hear from the production company. But straight up, bro. To go through what you were saying, let's go through it. Some of you watched only wanted to laugh, not thinking, consider, and understand and grow. It's a comedy, guy. If you watched the part 1, you want similar to the same level of comedy as part 2. That's just common sense. That's common sense. Don't shame people for wanting that shit. Don't shame people for wanting that shit. If they couldn't create the same type of funny, just say that, and it's okay. But if you have one movie that did so well, of course people are going to come in with the same expectations to receive the same type of feelings, laughter, the same type of vibes. It's a totally different type of movie. That's the main thing. This shit looked like it should have been on Disney Channel. And that's cool. That's okay. But it looked like a PG-13 movie, which it was. Compared to the other one, it just doesn't hit the same way. It just hit different. That doesn't mean it's the worst movie ever. No, we're not saying that. But we just wanted to simply laugh more, bro. But you doing this large think piece for this shit. I don't even think that they even thought that deep into this movie as far as how you thought that deep into this damn post. Come on, man. Like, we got to stop taking the opportunity to shit on people just because they don't agree with you. Like, all these things you wrote out the movie as trash because you have no further dimensions. Bro, come on now, dog. You can't shit on people like that, bro. Especially your people. You know better than them. Or you know better than what you're trying to portray them to be. You gotta do better. You gotta look at yourself in the mirror after that shit and see what you really doing to people. You only causing more of a divide. When the probably wasn't even a divide in the first place. Like, we can't have a conversation amongst ourselves. We gotta be so black and righteous that we can't even call a spade a spade. We gotta like every single thing. That's bullshit. And that's what motivates people. Not motivates. That what enables people to just do bullshit and just slap, I'm black on it, support. No, it's not like that. It should be, no, you're black. So you need me to go even harder because you that, and then, we can support it. We got to stop that shit. We got to stop allowing mediocrity. We can't do that as a culture no more. We got to stop that shit today. We got to stop that shit with you and your friends. Stop that shit. Stop coddling. It wasn't as good as the first one. If you feel like it was just as good as the first one, don't suggest me any fucking movies. At all. I don't want to hear shit you got to say about movies ever again. But in my opinion, well, you heard my opinion, but I really feel like, as I was watching the movie, I felt like so many things had happened in this story that for them to really tell it the right way, the way that it needed to be told, it should have been a series. I'm like, damn. It's so much character development that needs to happen for this to hit the right way, that it needed to be a series. I always watch movies sometimes, and I really don't like movies because the character development happens so fast. It's just so unrealistic. You don't get the fucking like a character anymore in movies because they don't write that good, to be honest. The writing's not that good. The writings are just trying to get, the writings are just the whole movie was just, why? It was so many whys while watching this movie. Why are they doing that? What's the purpose of this? Why are they having this performance? Why is Salt and Pepper there? Why is it involved? Like, what is the purpose of this? How does this move the story from point A to point B? What is the purpose of this? And they just wanted the person to say, "Oh, that's them. Oh, look at that." And it was that lets me know they didn't have a solid story. So they wanted to do the best they can to just make people say, "Oh, wow," instead of saying just the genuine. It just the genuine funny just was not there, and they tried to rely on celebrity appearances to get the I don't know, to get the value of the movie. It just did not scratch my itch. Did I enjoy watching the movie? Yes. Will I watch the movie again? Probably not. I wouldn't watch the movie again. I would not. If I wouldn't want. Okay. I don't have any kids, but I'm gonna have kids in the future. My kids have to see Coming to America. They have to. But Coming to America, they can miss out on that. I don't care. If they want to watch that on their own, that's cool. But they can miss out on that one. They can miss out on that one. That's how I feel about it. You let me know how you feel about the movie. I'm going to sign out, man. It's your boy Stacy, and I fuck with you. Why? Because you fucks with me. Hey.